everybody, welcome back. It's another episode of Pixel Bash.
Is that a new intro, sir?
Yeah, it's a new intro, Bob.
What happened to the old one, if I may ask?
Well, I decided I wanted to change it, and I didn't want to use the AI-generated little dude anymore. So I decided to 2D animate my own version.
Someone made a comment, didn't they?
No one Yeah, okay, someone made a comment.
How ungrateful. I liked the old intro.
Well, honestly, I'm more happy with that than the other one now. So let's just move on. Yeah, I like the intro now better. Okay, I'm missing half the sculpting here, Bob.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, guys. As you can see, I'm making a spray can. I've just started off with cylinders, and I'm just duplicating and using the move tool to manipulate them and moving things around. Now I'm just making the top. With a little boolean, I can make the little concave for the top of the spray. And this is going to be part of a larger IP that I'm doing at the minute. I'm almost finished it. It's been a good few months' work designing, sculpting, and 3D printing to test the models. I'm almost there now. You can see I pretty much finished the spray can, and now I'm just going to start sculpting in it. So I've just used the mask and selected half of it, and I'm bending it inwards to create a bend. Now I'm marking out with the mask brush for the mouth, inverting it again, and then I'm just going to pull it backwards into the model to create the cavity for the mouth.
I'm intrigued, sir. Tell us more about your new IP.
I'm not sure why you say IP like that. Sounds a bit weird, Bob. As you asked, Bob, the new IP is going to be it's called Twisted Totems. It's mainly going to be out for my Patreon, and it's going to be designer toy themed sort of characters that you can print and paint them and then stack them onto a totem pole. And the totem pole can be extended, so you can make the thing as big as you want. Yeah, I'm really enjoying doing them, the bite-sized sculptures. So it's only taken a few hours to sculpt each one. So I'm happy doing that. Nice little projects, some nice little variations between the characters as well. There's going to be around 20 characters released for the first batch. They're going to be available on Patreon. So I'm just using the inflate brush, and I'm just carving out different features for the face, or should I say inflating features for the face. Yeah, I made a bit of a mess at the top, so I'm just straightening that out a little bit. I'm not too concerned. I'm trying to keep things nice and neat as I go along. Now I've used the curve brush, and I've just started to finalize sort of the shapes and the grooves and stuff where I want them. To try and give it more character. Under the eyelids, obviously, just to have a better join for the eyeball. Yeah, I can't really speak today. I don't know what's going on. Now for the bottom gums, and again, I've just used a cylinder, taken out a bit of it, taken out the middle portion. Yeah, I could have just selected that and used the hole to start with, but I wasn't exactly sure how thick they needed to be, so I just sort of did it this way. So I've removed the middle part, trimmed off the back, and then I've got sort of a gum line now, and that can be the base for the teeth. Everything's just going to be a Nomad this time. There's no texturing in this model, so I don't need ZBrush at all for this. I have already printed this guy, and I'm going to show the painting process in my first painting video. Hopefully that's going to be coming up soon. I need to buy a few more bits and equipment for my painting area to make it better to filming, basically. Now I'm just putting in the eyes again, just spheres, adding them in. I'm gonna obviously just mirror this to the other side. Bring down the eyebrows, give them a more sinister look.
Sir, regarding the AI intro.
Yes, what about the intro?
Well, I'm AI, sir. Does that mean they don't like me?
That's a good point, Bob, actually. You know what? Maybe they don't. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't even know if I like you, mate, to be fair.
I'm going to tell your mother, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bob. Honestly, I'm sorry. I'll get you a digital cookie after we've done filming. Okay?
Thank you. I guess...
So now I've decided I want to raise up one eyebrow more than the other one, so I'll just mask this off. And then I'll just be using a move brush, I believe, and I'm just going to be raising the eyebrow. I like to give one eye slightly bigger than the other one. It gives a little bit extra character. It gets rid of the symmetry as well for the model, so it looks a bit more natural. And again, I'm just going to mirror this to the other side. I've made the sphere a little bit bigger, and then I'm just fitting the brow around the sphere now, around his eyeball. I duplicated the eye, and then I'm just going to chop off the front. I quite like using these for pupils and just cutting off half a circle, because then no matter where you sort of place it, you can move it around and you'll always have a parallel sort of face with the eyeball behind it. Now it's onto the teeth. Just my usual method, really. Get a sphere, move brush or drag brush, smooth it down a little bit, remesh it, smooth it down a little bit more if it's needed, and that's pretty much it for the fang. Nice and simple, and that just goes in there.
Fun fact, sir.
Yeah, if you must, Bob.
Eric Rothium invented the spray can in 1927. However, due to issues with the nozzle, it was never a commercial success during his lifetime. It wasn't until 1943 when William and Sullivan developed the bug bomb for soldiers to use during World War II to fight against malaria carrying mosquitoes.
That's quite interesting, Bob. Again, thank you. A bit of random knowledge. Thanks for that, Bob. So now I'm back to the teeth. I've already finished the bottom jar. I'm just using the inflate and move brush just to make these gums where I want them, basically. Now I'm just going to do the same thing with the top gum, and same sort of thing. Flatten out a sphere, cut off the bottom portion, stretch it up a little bit, use the move brush, make a little concave, and you've pretty much got a tooth. A quick remesh, and then you can smooth off the bottom part of it, and that's pretty much it, really. You've got a nice looking tooth. Now I'm just going to arrange where it's going to go, stick it into the gum line. I've decided I want these teeth to look a little bit more crooked. Again, just run wild. In most of this sculpture, to be fair, I've just sort of sculpted. I've just come up with the design process as I've been sculpting it. I did have an initial idea, but I didn't really have much reference. I'm getting to the point now where, honestly, I'm sort of sketching out maybe a silhouette or a small reference outline for something that I'm doing, and most of the work I'm just doing in the actual sculpting program. So yeah, I'm quite comfortable with using Nomad now. So yeah. Again, same thing, just using the inflate brush to go around the teeth and protrude the gum line out a little bit, and that just gives me a nice connection in between the gum and the tooth as well. Doing them separately like this. If you see my other videos, I can do teeth in separate ways, sketching them onto the actual cylinder, or doing it like this. This was another on the spot sort of decision that I made, and that was to give it a tongue. So I've just used the tube brush, and then I've just basically created the tongue using the tube, which means I can control the points and the bends and the angle of it. I can also control any kind of twist or the size at certain points, the width at certain points of the tongue. So after a while of positioning, when I sort of get happy where it is, then you just basically verify it. And then you're gonna smooth it off a little bit. It's quite low poly at the minute. And that's pretty much it. I decided I want it to be an eyeball, so the eye's getting stuck on there. I'm just using the mask, creating a small circle in the middle. And again, it's more of a stylized eye. I'm not really going for anything too sort of realistic. So a little hole for the pupil, and then I'm putting a little sort of a highlight in there. After I'm happy with that, now I'm just going to start sculpting the initial tube tongue that I made over the top of the eye, and give it sort of like the veiny, tendon connection sort of points for the eye would have. Please remember, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you like what you're seeing. And remember, guys, for quite a little, you can go and join my Patreon. I've got one guy over there at the minute showing me some love. And I'm going to start uploading the Twisted Totems very, very soon, so there will be the full collection on there within the next couple of days. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, maybe learned a little bit. Again, these tutorials aren't massively for beginners, so there will be more in-depth tutorials on Patreon though, so you can check them out. I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. You'll see the hole there for the totem pole. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. I hope you've had a good time. I will see you on the next video. Thank you again to Printforge, our Patreon. I'm sure someone will be there with you soon on the screen. Thanks again, guys. Ciao for now.
That's my place.